no limit to what they can charge in terms of fees and penalties if you go into delinquency or default. And so since they have the power to take your $12,000 student loan and turn it into $40,000 of penalties, why wouldn't they do that? I mean, why wouldn't they want to charge you absolutely as much as they possibly could, knowing that they'll never settle? You know, knowing that courts have found that people's Social Security payments and their federal disability payments can be seized to pay back old student loans, or even their disaster relief payments from the federal government if you're in an earthquake or a hurricane. So, you know, knowing that they're going to get their money, they might as well put it down that you owe as much money as possible. And that sort of seems to be the thinking behind their delinquency and their default policies.
Unfortunately, very little data are collected on private loans. However, one recent indicator is that a big for-profit college company called Corinthian Colleges told its investors a few months ago that they were going to make about $130 million of their own private loans to their own low-income students in this fiscal year, and they expected defaults to be around 58%.
It's really sort of a three-headed beast comprising the lenders, Congress, and the universities. You have the universities who are raising their tuition, but you also have this lending industry that is sitting there, you know, funding Congress to the tune of, you know, tens of millions of dollars per year, who also are pushing to get the loan limits increased, and also are frankly responsible for having all the consumer protections that were taken away.
For whatever reason, Congress has decided to treat student loan debt completely differently than every other type of debt. So you can discharge your gambling debts in bankruptcy, but you can't discharge your student loan debt in bankruptcy. And that makes absolutely no sense.
And that one sort of exception to the bankruptcy law, I think, really provides an indication of the extraordinary power that the student loan industry has in our political system.
Once you made that decision to sign